says that you can, man. Start over, it ain't over. Gotta start all over again. Gotta start over, it ain't over. You can start all over again.
BlazeBodyz! What's up, everyone? Well, tomorrow brings us to the end of the year of 2016. What a year it's been. I'm sure you've all by now watched about 36 New Year's resolution movies, or videos rather, here on YouTube or wherever. Every year, I usually go on here and I talk about New Year's resolutions not being... It should be about results, not resolutions, and so on. You all know that. You all know what needs to be done. No one has to tell you that if you want to be 100% better, if you want to get yourself in the absolute best shape you possibly can, you have to give it 110%. You know that. But why is it that every year you have to wait until the first of the year? Why is it that everyone has to completely dismantle all their hard work? Literally, 9, 10, 11, respectfully 10 months of busting your ass, giving it your all, staying consistent, keeping diet on point, acquiring and achieving results, and then with 2 months left, completely dismantling all your efforts and taking 10 steps backwards because you think that at the beginning of the year you're going to be able to fix the damage. It shouldn't work like that. You should be giving it your all the time. All in or all out. It's that simple. Now, last year, I myself, at this time, made the official decision to start dieting for my birthday like I do every year, but I was planning on going at it full force. I mean, usually throughout the years, I would diet down hard to my birthday, get down to, probably a respectful 7% body fat, which would be about, roughly about 5 to 6 pounds away from contest weight. And I've done that every single year for the last 8 or 9 years. This year, I wanted to push myself a little harder, a little more into it, and that's what I did. I got down to, I would have to, officially say I was at least 5% at, a good 185 I weighed on my birthday. But this year I kept going. I decided to keep dieting, and because I was intrigued by the whole I went about it completely different this time. And when I say that, I mean I dieted a little different. I changed my workout protocols different in conjunction with the diet and the supplementation. I venture to say I prepped harder than I have in any contest I ever got ready for in the last 25, 30 years. But I kept going. So here I am on tomorrow is officially the last day of the year. 364 days of dieting hard. I feel like I'm probably in the best shape of my life. I'm the biggest and leanest I've ever been in my life. And all I would need, honestly, is a week to prep to get on stage and dry down. So I learned a lot about myself. I've never pushed myself so hard. I learned a lot about the way I've been eating and what I need to do and it's such a learning process, and that's the thing. you have to understand you should always be eager and willing to try new things and have an open eye to things, and you need to push yourself as hard as possible. If you really want to be your best, you can't expect, I've said it before, you can't expect 100% results with 60% effort. It's not going to happen, you know? So one thing I can most definitely, assuredly tell you is that when you get into your 40s and 50s, it's not about trying to get the leanest. It's not about trying to put on as much muscle as possible anymore. It's about holding on to what muscle you have, and it's in relation to losing body fat. It's really prevention from putting body fat on, because taking it off, if you have a good amount laid down, it's gonna be like hell taking it off if you're in your 40s and 50s. If you let yourself get over 11 to 12% body fat and you're a guy and you're in your late 40s, mid 40s to 50s, you're going to have to kill yourself to get yourself down below 10%. And then if God willing you want to do a show, and you're going to have to competitively come down to at least 5%, and you're going to have to kill yourself to get down there. I know, I've been doing it for like 364 days. So, the lesson, most probably beneficial lesson that I learned of myself this year, and through it all, is that it's really all about the maintenance and management of hormones, your own existing hormones, and the management more primary as far as weight loss goes, fat loss goes. It's the management of your insulin levels, which is of course connected and correlated to the way you're eating and the amount of carbohydrates you're consuming. I mean, everybody's different. Everyone responds different. If you're a high intensity, long duration type athlete, your macronutrients are going to have to be different. You're going to have to be consuming more starchy carbohydrates. But a lot of people think that by the 45 minutes to an hour in the gym, even someone as nuts as I am, throwing themselves to the ground, crushing it, is lucky to burn maybe 25 to 35 grams of starchy carbs through the workout. But yet these kids, these young people mostly, and guys my age too, they still think that they have to take down like 150 grams of carbs after their workout, or some of it before. You don't need all that. You do not need all of that. And as far as hormones go, it's you get to be in your 40s, mid 40s, and 50s as a guy. It's all about trying to salvage what testosterone level you have left, and not allowing it to be taken down even lower with high levels of stress and increasingly higher levels of estrogen that raises as you get older, and testosterone goes down. So it's all about keeping estrogen down, or more importantly, not aromatizing and converting into estrogen, and keeping a good, stable, existing testosterone level. And that's very hard to do. If you have a very high stress job, and you're doing, and in the gym, if you're doing a lot of weight training and a lot of cardio and so on, and you're really calorically restricting things, that can drive down your testosterone level, and then it's going to drive up cortisol, and that's going to just throw a whole monkey wrench in the process. So I hope you all are ready to take on a new year. and crush this next year harder than you did last year. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the new year. I mean, I trained harder than I ever have, but smarter. I worked harder than I ever have, but smarter this year. As far as, you know, my clients are concerned, I really truly feel I gave 110% of myself to get them the best, their best. I've seen some incredible transformations this year, and in the process of some right now. So it's exciting. I'm on my new iPad here, so if the resolutions are too good and you can see how awful and beat up I look, that's what 14 hours a day will do to you. I feel like I've aged in this past year. All right, everyone, thank you all very much for this past year of coming on and listening to what I have to say. And I hope you all can have a really happy and very safe New Year's. If it's any of my clients are watching this right now, please know from the bottom of my heart how grateful I am for your dedication, your time, your hard work. You're all amazing people. You're all incredibly amazing people, and I'm very grateful. All right, everyone, go out there and have a good time. Be safe, though, please, all right? Get to your gym. I know it's going to be open on New Year's Eve. Get one last workout in. Crush the crap out of yourself on the last day of the year. It's a good segue for the new year. All right, everyone, take care. Be safe.